We are back. How we going, mate? What's
Good,
going
man.
on?
Great to be here.
I've got a good friend of the show and a former colleague of mine, Zach. How are you? I already
Very
asked.
good. Very good. Yeah.
Now, there's a reason why I wanted to get you on here. And would you know why that is?
HJs.
No. There was another reason. Can you ever think about why I might wanted to get you on here today?
Oh, wasn't this whole show I'm taking credit for it. It was my idea.
Tell me about that.
So,
Because I hadn't seen you in a few years when I bumped into you at the start of the year. And I reckon it was the first thing you ran into
it's been
me.
eating away at me.
And the first thing you said to me was, what did you say?
I said, we worked together at Hungry Jack's many years ago. And we were quite good friends. And I thought, podcasts were sort of taking off at that time. Everyone was starting them. And I thought, geez, we would make a good podcast, I reckon, together.
Yeah.
And I was trying so hard. I was like pushing it daily. Let's make a podcast.
So
and you actually said, what would we talk about?
It's a good question.
And now you have a show called Heaps About Nothing. And
I still couldn't think about what we'd talk about, so I had to call it Heaps About Nothing.
Yeah. So that.
And so then we finished up at HJ's, went our separate ways, and then you just hadn't seen each other in a while, and you see me pop up with a podcast.
With a podcast,
What was going through your sort of?
I just thought you were fucking kidding me. Like, seriously, if you've made $1 from this, I deserve some because you wouldn't be here.
So if you want to, would you like to be cut in?
Yeah, no.
Oh, because we're in big debt,
Yeah, that's
so you're gonna
what
have to pay
I
up.
thought.
You're gonna have to
I think
pay
I
up.
had heard that in a previous episode.
So how do you reckon we would have gone if you reckon it was me and you?
Big Joe Rogan numbers.
Joe Rogan,
yeah,
you reckon?
Yeah. Because you think about it, what was that, like nearly 10 years ago? I suggested that. 9 years ago?
Or was it that long ago? No, I don't think.
8 years ago.
Something like that, yeah.
8 years, we'd be 500, 600 episodes
I certainly wouldn't be working at the council
Exactly,
anymore.
yeah. We'd have a few.
What do you reckon we would have called it?
Probably Heaps About Nothing was my idea.
Do you reckon you came up with that as well? Was you
Yeah.
claiming that as well? Oh my God. All right, so yeah, when I finally get some money, I'll send a few bits through to you.
I think my pitch was for movies, which honestly would be shocking.
Just movie reviews?
Movie reviews, yeah. I think we were big into The Last Jedi just came out.
Oh, yeah.
Not The Last Jedi, whatever the fucking...
Oh, we went to the Star Wars midnight screening, like big nerds.
And we were so on board. And that was what sort of...
So you reckon we could have started doing Star Wars reviews?
Don't limit yourself. Just any movie, movie reviews.
But congratulations on a few things. Just moved into the neighbourhood.
Yes,
How
neighbours.
Yeah, neighbours around the corner from me, except they put a big fence up, so it takes you 10 minutes to get in.
Hike through the fucking paddocks.
And the other congratulations, you just finished a marathon.
Yes.
Why did you think it'd be fun to just run copious amounts of distance?
Yeah, just like I think every mid-20s male saw Ned Brockman across the country and thought, that could be me. I'm Ned Brockman. So there's a bit of that going through the head.
It wasn't because you saw Heaps About Nothing, Todd and Jazz doing running heaps. And
I was inspired by you guys. I did bring that up at the wedding as well, actually. I was training at the same time, so it's pretty poor of me.
So you could have
actually done it.
You could have. We were asking for listener Ks as well, so you could have sent us something.
I probably should have. I was just.
So tell me about the marathon. How'd you go? So it was about that time you decided, or did you just running for fun at first and then?
Yeah, it was like December. I was like running for fun.
Was the marathon always in your head, or was it? When did that come about?
Oh yeah, I wanted to do one. Like I ran quite a bit. Like after I stopped playing footy. I hurt my shoulder, so I was like, this could be something to keep me busy. And I just thought it came to like Christmas time, and me and a mate Will, we were like, you know what, fuck it, do it. Yeah, let's do it.
And you did one in Perth as well, Rottnest Island.
Yeah, I did it on his home soil. Flew over to Perth where he is.
So he beat you. So is that just home ground?
Home ground. I did say he has to come over here now to do one. And then we find a third on mutual soil. Yeah,
So
the series
had you run that distance before going into it? What was the furthest you'd done in training?
I'd done a half marathon in training.
Fuck.
So they do recommend you're not supposed to do the full 40.
Oh, really?
Because, it's pretty fucked. You end up just cooking your body.
Was there a point where you thought you weren't going to make it?
Yeah, so it's funny, actually, because it was like a big running thing. There was like 400 or 500 people there.
Yeah, that's what a
And
marathon is. A
yeah,
big running
well,
thing.
the big
yeah.
this is like a festival. Like, you know, the whole island was full.
Yeah.
And like I was coming up to like 30 Ks, and I was like, I'm fucking killing this. Like, I am actually like, I'm flying. I'm gonna beat you know, the goal that I set. Like, this is great. And then you just like everyone I spoke to, you come up this hill to like 32 Ks.
Yeah.
And just full body breakdown.
So a lot of people say like there is like a wall that you hit. Is that true?
Yeah.
Is that true?
And everyone I spoke to, that wall was 32 Ks.
Fuck.
It's something about that number, 32. You just start cramping, like multiple cramps in the same leg.
No, the full body cramp.
Yeah, it was fucked. So I was like, I'm not going to even have to stop. I'm just going to run this whole thing. And it gets 32 Ks, and it's like run 400 meters, stop, walk for 100, run for 400.
What happens if you need to go to the toilet?
I was worried about that. They had toilet spots around the track.
Okay.
So I wasn't hardcore enough.
Because don't they have like drinks
myself.
like...
Yeah, they have fucking heaps of stations.
So I can imagine you just fucking gulping heaps of stuff, but you'd be sweating heaps as well.
Yeah.
So
I only had to piss like first 10 Ks and then didn't have to for the rest.
See, I imagine the people that get real into it would just piss themselves.
Yes, that's what I was going to... There are stories like if you're going for like world record, you know, gold medal in the Olympics, you're just going to piss. Like, you're not going to...
What percentage, like you see on the TV when the Olympics on, what percentage of them do you reckon have pissed themselves like in that race?
It'd have to be high.
Because
you'd be drinking that much beforehand. Like, you don't want to be dehydrated.
Yeah, and then every station just skull.
Exactly. They would piss themselves, I'd say, have to be like 95%. But like shitting themselves, that's probably... I think that's happened.
You didn't get a whiff of anyone shitting himself when you were running behind
not where
them?
I was. I was at the 4 hour sort of 4:15 I did it in. So no one back there was taking it.
What about the blood nipples? Was any of that getting around?
No, I was very worried about that because doing the half in the build up, I did have the blood nipples.
Oh no!
Like the worst pain you could imagine, just like actual little blood spots on a white shirt. And I forgot to buy like Band-Aids or anything. So I just got lucky and the shirt that I had didn't do it.
You have to get around it, like, buy some of those female nipple covers.
Yeah,
that's what they'd wear. That's
actually
weird.
a good shout because I tried like a bunch of stuff in prep and I'm still getting it.
So if I was to say I wanted to run a marathon, what sort of tips would you give me? Or if anyone listening thought maybe running 42 Ks is for them.
Yeah, don't go to Rottnest Island. It's too hilly and fucking don't do it there. Do it, just find somewhere like flat for your first one, I reckon.
Yeah.
And just pick a pace and do it. Like, I think you'd be surprised how many people can. Like, it seems like this insane thing, but once you know.
Is there specific running like ways to train, or you just go and run? And
it's pretty much just go and run. Like, you can get really specific. Like, we had like a program that some lady wrote up.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, increased by this much per week.
Yeah,
but
okay.
like, that's like,
but
we were being a little try hard. Like, we thought we were.
Yeah, but then you threw that out anyway
Exactly.
and increased from 26 to 42.
To 40, yeah. So, yeah, and I hurt myself anyway in the build up. So just, I don't know.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
Like a calf knee tendon. So I didn't run 6 or 7 weeks in the build up at all. Like, and then just had to show up on the day and just do it.
So you didn't do a single run for 7 weeks?
For 7 weeks, yeah. I did all this running from like December to April. Was just running like every day.
Did you do
every
anything?
Second day. No, or like just gym. But and like I was supposed to go on the bike, but it was so boring. Like,
and then you did 30 Ks and didn't even feel it.
Yeah,
What an absolute madman.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's got to be something not right with you to try it.
Any other stories from the marathon? Anything interesting you saw?
It's a beautiful place.
At least it was a good view.
Yeah,
could be at least better than. Do they have? Is there an Adelaide marathon?
I think they do them like down like Grange, like Glenelg sort of area. But so where I was like running in the build up. Davern Park, Andrews Farm, like, you know, the views were quite a bit different.
You sort of have to run there though, because you're gonna be, if you stop, you're gonna get stabbed.
Yeah. So it's like, and like you're running past crack houses. It's just some weird units. So
whereas Rottnest Island, you'd want to stop all the time.
Stop and take it in. Like, you know, maybe when it came to that 32 Ks, if I was in Davern Park, there would be no stopping for the crap. You just go.
You did mention before we worked together at Hungry Jack's.
Yeah. The glory days.
Good times, bad times. How do you look back on it?
I was reflecting on it, you know, when you asked me to come on. It's some of the most fun and most miserable I've ever been in my life.
Sort of a tale of two cities, wasn't it?
It was just like, and I think it really depended on who you were working with that day, like very roster dependent. You could just be like leave and be miserable. What am I doing with my life? Why am I here? I need to go get a real job. And then if you're like, you know, you have me, you, and like some others that you actually get on with, you're like, I can say
never leaving.
This is that fun.
We said that a few times. Oh, we're never leaving here. Yeah. But then we all eventually did.
Yeah, you have to. Something snaps in you eventually. Like,
so I was having to think about it today as well. So I've written down some good times, some bad times.
Yep.
And we'll go through a bit of each and we'll see if we can remember anything.
Yep.
Good times. Free nuggets.
Oh.
Now,
cheeky one in the mouth.
We were eating, I reckon that was why I was fat. I reckon that's why I was so 100%. Fat because that's probably the best thing I ever did for my health was get out of that place.
Yeah.
Because it was so relaxed. I don't think anyone really cared what we were doing. Well, sometimes they were a bit arsy about it. Well, here's the thing,
like the managers care, but like it takes you 1 second to put a nugget from
it's just so easy
into your mouth and it's gone. Like you swallow it and then that's it. Like how are they ever?
There's a lot of people that say like after they've worked in fast food, like they can't eat the food. Like it's disgusting to them.
That. No,
but every time I pulled those nuggets up from the deep fryer, you could see it, like the oil's still on them dripping.
Yeah,
it's like, I'd chuck them in.
Just like I think I got to the point where I could make. They had the chicken crunch burgers. That was a personal favorite.
Yeah, you did love those.
Could make one and have it like in my gob in like a minute and a half, and like you make it. Manager turns around, you walk out the back, put it down, and then you just, you know, go out there, have a bite, back in, like nothing's even happened. Like I was doing that every day. Every day.
So they don't make those anymore, do they?
No, they got rid of it. I think that's probably when I left.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that was keeping me there.
But like, why isn't anyone eating these chicken crunches anymore?
Yeah.
They don't do the tender crisp either anymore, I've noticed. A lot of people are a bit upset about that.
You remember how long they took to cook? Like
a little bit longer.
6 minutes in the fucking deep fryer.
I never really got into them.
No.
But yeah, it wasn't just the nuggets. It was anything really.
Barbecue cheeseburgers.
The onion rings.
Yeah.
We're taking heaps of those. Chicken fries. Remember when they did those?
Oh, baby. Good stuff.
Very good. Another one for good times. We touched on it before. Did fuck all.
Yeah, 100%.
When it is on, like when it's a good day, it is a day that would just
fuck around for 6 hours.
Some of the easiest pay you ever make.
Yeah. 100%.
And I work at the council, so I know about easy work. I've just gone from Hungry Jack's to just council. Cruising, I don't think I've ever done a real day of work in my life.
Just actually cruising for your whole life. But like at the same time, you'll probably touch on this on like the shit points.
Yeah.
When it was busy. That's probably some of the most stressed I've ever been in my life as well. When it's just packed, you have a drive full of fucking 20 cars and people just yelling.
Yeah, I think after a while you just have to realize like it doesn't matter.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Because they were so obsessed with the times. Like who cares?
Yeah. And like, I think that's when I was with you or others, I could buy into the who cares, but some of them took it so seriously.
It was like it was life and death, wasn't it?
Life and death for them. It was everything, and it just made like they'd take it out on you, like these weirdo managers.
But like I always think, like, what was the point when I go to one like these days, and they just don't like. We'll be in the lineup for 20 minutes. Yeah. Like, what their fucking times like?
I can imagine that buzzer. You know that buzzer going off for 2.5 minutes.
I still have that in my dreams, like PTSD.
Car's out.
But yeah, like if we didn't get like that burger out in 2 minutes 30, it was all over.
Yeah. 100%.
Another one in good times, entertainment. We worked in not the greatest area.
No, low socioeconomic.
If you're from Adelaide, you'd know Curtis Road is in the heart of Manapara West, and you'd know that's not. It's not the best place in the world.
No, yeah, you don't choose to live there.
You always got the regulars come in. Yeah. Do you remember that guy who'd come in on his bike and look for coins and drive through?
Yes. He was the guy that stole the charity box as well, I reckon. Remember that? He's walked in, taken the charity box while we were getting his cheeseburger ready.
We in such a bad area, we had to chain the charity box to the desk.
Yeah.
If that doesn't say everything you need to know about Curtis Road, then I don't know what does.
To be fair, he looked like he did need that charity money.
Yeah, I think so. You remember he had that munted haircut?
Yes. It was. It's kind of trendy. It was the Dusty Martin before Dusty Martin.
Yeah, but there was so much like entertainment from some of these guys. I can't remember who it was, but I remember one time a bacon egg muffin got thrown.
Oh, yes, I think I remember that as well. Yep. And that
like,
wouldn't be the only time. Like, there's times that I would be forgetting, but
I remember one time someone came through the back gate and stole a heap of shit.
Yes, yeah, just like up into the storage area.
I think
storage.
I didn't do a lot of overnights, but I think that's when the real characters came out. You
couldn't pay me enough to do an overnight at Hungry Jack's. Hey,
I remember getting asked a few times. I was like, no, absolutely no chance.
It's
just like, cleaning the floors.
Cleaning is probably the thing that you and I neglected the most.
That's going to pop up in a second, the bad times. So we'll get to that. This one's in good times. Probably shouldn't be. Dodgy practices.
Yeah. Such as?
Probably never.
Incriminate yourself.
Probably never stuck to correct
Wasn't a
practices.
big fan of hairnets.
Oh, hairnets. Nah.
Fucking hairnets.
Aprons. Remember when we had to get made to do that? We would just refuse.
Just like, why? What does it matter?
It really doesn't. And we'd get away with it most of the time because it actually doesn't matter. But then someone would come in and...
Head office or something come in.
No, just one manager one day would just try and make a scene about it. Like, we got to wear aprons today. Like, come on, man.
Give it a rest.
But yeah, dodgy practices such as I've spoken on here before. If someone came in and didn't want salt on their fries, what would you do?
You fucking just dunk it back in the
Put it back in the basket and just dunk it.
It's like as if you think we're going to put a whole nother basket of fries down.
Just for you.
Are you kidding me?
Just for you. How special do you think you are? You got diabetes? I do not give a fuck.
If you ask for fresh fries, same thing's happening.
Yeah.
Quick dunk. Yeah, they're fresh, baby. Let's go.
And they come out with the oil still dripping off them. Oh, they look good
look
as
fresh.
new.
And then a minute later, the soggiest.
The other one is people might not know. If you're a cunt, everyone on the headset can hear you.
Oh, yeah.
So
we're listening the whole time.
So if someone comes in and goes, oh, I want heavy mayo. Last time they didn't give me any. We just got smile ear to ear. I reckon once you just did like 5 times heavy mayo. It was like just loaded on.
And it's actually encouraged. It's like everyone's like getting around you, like everyone's coming to have a look at the burger. Like,
and because they can't complain because
they asked for it.
They asked for it.
Malicious compliance. It's exactly what you asked for.
I want to move to some of the bad times.
Yes. Lots of those.
Mornings.
Fucking
we
hell.
We were on mornings for a bit. I reckon
6 a.m. start.
You were the 6 a.m. guy. You were doing that for a bit.
It was cooked.
And then I think I rolled in about 8.
Yeah. And imagine my first 2 hours just waiting for you to rock up.
With
just
the manager.
Me and a manager. Just some of the darkest periods of my life, like really questioning, like because it was straight out of school, into working Hungry Jack's opens.
I did a few of those opens, and they're just not great because it's just you as well. And
if you get busy, it's just you.
Yeah, and it just randomly gets busy as well. Like
someone asked for a fucking.
There could just be
Whopper.
10 cars at 6:30 for some reason. Oh yeah,
for no reason.
No, the people coming off night shift are like, I want dinner. I want my ultimate double Whopper. No, we haven't got any of that cooked.
Crisp. You have to wait 8 minutes for that to cook.
It wasn't as bad for me because I reckon I was doing 8 a.m.s for a bit there.
Yeah, and that's the dream. That's the ideal.
I reckon you're doing 6 till 2, and I was doing 8 till 4 or something. Yeah, Vitz would come in at 11.
Yeah, and that was the real.
We'd put him on fries or
dream
something.
Team. Yeah,
that was when we were getting peak nothing done.
Yes,
remember when we were playing like golf with the with the knives
out the back? Yeah,
we had this whole golf course with knives and
the
wrappers.
Sauce bottles as well. You sauce down the aisle. Yeah, bit of 10-pin bowling.
So even bad times, I keep thinking about the good times. Another one for bad times, hungover Sundays.
That was, I reflected on that big time actually, because I remember having to do an open on a Sunday. And we both played footy. So I come straight from play footy, you go back to the club, stay around there for a bit, and then you're like, fucking hell, I've got to go. It's 5 a.m, get up, go to work at Hungry Jack's. So, and one day I was rolling in and just miserable as fuck, just played footy. Why am I not out with the guys? And they all pull into the drive-through, and I is the biggest that should be me.
Yeah,
what I should be on the other side.
See all the hungover people coming through.
It's just fucked. Yeah,
I remember once, and I think we might have gone to Reds or something. And I came in, I did I think it was only like an 8 or 11, like it wasn't even that bad.
Yep.
And then set all the boxes up out the back as a bed. And like every time there wasn't a car coming through, I'd just lay down and go to sleep.
Yeah.
It's fucking nightmare.
Especially, they almost knew that we couldn't work Saturdays as well. Like we were just no good for Saturdays.
Yeah, because we played footy.
Was such a thing.
We played footy and like we just had no Saturdays, so like, fuck them. These cunts work on Sundays every time.
And then,
I reckon by the end of it, I had like cannot work on like Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday night, Thursday night, and they're just
nighttime.
They just stopped giving me like shifts in the end. That's how they get rid of you.
Yep, you get slowly shown the door.
Another one for bad times. Wash up. This is what we're about to touch on before. Do you remember the size of the mountains of like pans would just be left in there?
The thing is like, it shouldn't be a mountain, but because we put it off for so, like, I should have been doing like bits of wash up, through the morning. But you just go, fuck that. You put it off and put it off. And then it's like, oh, it's 1:50. Well, I'm not going to do it now. I go home at 2. So then you put it off, and then you get a message from the afternoon manager.
Yeah, thanks for not
what the fuck, guys? Yeah.
And I remember even when I did it, like it wasn't with any heart.
No,
it was like, I remember the rule was like, because there's the big hose.
Yep.
I was like, I used to say, like, if it can't be pressure washed, it can't be washed.
Yep.
So, because I wasn't going to scrub it or something.
Some of the fat
like,
caked on the bottom.
Yeah, so you just like squirt it, and if it just didn't, you just hang that back up.
It is what it is. I did wash up. What more do you want from me?
I don't know.
Maybe don't pay a 16-year or a 20-year-old $18 an hour, and I'll give it a good wash.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, we got paid peanuts back then.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just drink it
I mean,
all
we
away.
did peanuts. I like it,
And then last one for bad times. Sort of touched on it with dodgy food practices, but it's just food hygiene.
Yeah.
There was a lack of it.
There was a real lack of it.
From us. From us anyway.
Like, I reckon I went like 6 hours without changing gloves. Like, just ridiculous shit like that.
No, but I remember I'd always change gloves like over the top, and then they'd yell. They'd be like, "Oh, who's changing gloves every minute?"
Too many gloves.
Fuck off.
What do you want? Is it too many?
I don't know.
Not enough?
Did you see any burgers or chips dropped on the ground that went back out?
Oh, I can't say I did. Like, wraps, if they're in a wrapper, that doesn't count. You send them out. That happened all the time. Because you remember you'd fucking slide them down the thing. Them down the chute into the bagging area.
And sometimes it'd bounce off that corner.
Yeah, that corner was my fucking nightmare. Bang. Oh, and then if it unwrapped,
But as long as it wasn't touching the ground, I thought it was all right. Like,
yeah, exactly.
In the wrapper, it can touch
the wrapper
ground.
doesn't count,
But then you'd like check like who's watching out front. And then
who's
there'd always be this old guy with glasses just staring you down. Like, it's not yours. It slides through anyway.
But what you do is you don't throw it away. You put it back
around the corner.
And then when he leaves, straight down the chute again.
Have you got any other good times or bad times that I didn't cover?
We had a pretty good lunch setup going for a while. I did think about that.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Marcelina pizzas, sausage rolls.
We'd
eat everything but Hungry Jacks because like we'd already eaten free Hungry Jacks all day, so you're not gonna buy
Marcelina Fridays.
Yeah,
it was only around the corner. We'd get the barbecue meat lovers. I remember.
Split it down the middle.
Oh, that was. I don't reckon I've had some since.
No, neither.
I probably should.
And now I'm gluten free. Like I can't eat gluten anymore. So like,
what do you mean? Why not?
I have IBS, so I can't eat.
What's that?
Irritable bowel syndrome. So I can't have fucking onion, garlic, all sorts like gluten. Yeah, I'm fucked when I go out and eat. So I really reflect back on like Hungry Jack's times as like.
Do you reckon that tipped you over the edge?
100%. That's like it started around that time. Like as I left Hungry Jack's, it was like starting. So it's like I think I did irreversible damage to my insides.
If you didn't work, that you could just. I reckon you can solely blame working there.
Definitely chicken crunches every day. That's got to do something to you.
So you couldn't have a chicken crunch anymore.
Nah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know.
So what do you eat now?
It's brutal. Just like chicken and rice and just boring shit. I get my mum to cook for me because it's too hard.
I agree.
It's too hard. I don't know what I can and can't eat, but she does.
That's why mums know best.
Exactly.
So it's safe to say the trauma of working at fast food is ingrained in your brain still after 6 years.
Yeah. You don't forget some of the fucking...
So what I wanted to do, I wanted to see if you could build some burgers by memory.
Oh, I reckon I'll be good at this.
I reckon you might be as well. I don't reckon I'd be any good at it because I didn't make them properly at the time.
We had the 2 stations though. What was
there was like
the small burgers and the
4
big
inch
burgers.
and 5
Yeah,
inch.
yeah. I wasn't a 5-inch guy. I couldn't. I specialised in the 4s.
Well, I've got a couple small ones, brekkie and big ones.
Brekkie, I'm going to struggle
So
with, which is bad because I worked brekkie.
Yeah.
I don't remember it at all.
So there's a bit of a mixture. We'll see how you go.
Yep.
Start a bit easier and then we'll get a bit harder.
Yep.
All right. So imagine you're on the 4 inch.
I'm there.
Standing there with no apron, no hairnet. A cheeseburger comes in. What's on the cheeseburger?
Oh, easy. I can even remember the process. Like fucking bang down, pick up the bun into the chute.
Yep.
But it's just a bun, burger patty,
Yep.
cheese in the microwave. Then while that's happening, you got your sauce spiral, mustard, pickles.
He's got it.
Bang.
Bang. Easy.
Cheeseburger's easy.
Easy one.
Everyone knows a cheeseburger.
Yeah, I hope so. Sometimes I just wouldn't microwave them because
That was so frustrating.
It's just a waste of time.
7
It's
seconds
such a
in
waste
the
of time.
microwave. Like just got
Actually, I might pull you up on that. I don't think you're supposed to microwave the bottom of the cheeseburger.
Don't you?
Wasn't that just the barbecue cheeseburger?
Nah, I reckon you might. No,
or do you
it
put
was
the whole?
because the cheese.
That's what I mean. You put the whole.
the whole thing.
You put the
You're
whole
right.
cheeseburger in.
Ooh, does
No,
that
that
still
still
count?
counts. You get the count. Still gets
Okay,
point.
thank you.
All right, you're on the other side now.
Yeah, this
Out of
is
your domain.
the few nights that I worked on this side. Chaos.
The Whopper comes through.
Fuck.
What's on the Whopper?
All right, we're gonna go bun meat.
Yes.
Now you can ask for Whopper with cheese or without.
It's just the
cheese.
Whopper.
Just
the
Whopper,
Whopper.
no cheese. Then we'll go mayo, lettuce, tomato, onion sauce.
Oh, he's left the pickle off.
Oh fuck! I didn't know. I didn't know about the pickle or not.
That's right.
There's so much going on in that burger.
I know. Well, wait till you see some of these other ones. Nah, that wasn't your side. But you'd think at Hungry Jack's, you'd know how to make the Whopper. Surely that's
You
the
would
one.
think,
That's the
but no,
one.
you would think that, but you
But no.
specialize in your side and you stick to it.
That's right. We never made them right at the time anyway.
No, like I seriously remember getting a night shift and just getting yelled at because I was like, I don't know, like the screen fills up and I'm just looking like.
And then you just end up making random shit.
Just
like,
yeah,
you know,
just I don't know. Like there's too many things on there. I don't know. I'll make a Whopper and just like people want no lettuce. Fuck it, just lettuce on. I don't know. Just.
I remember when I first started there. They said I got the job or whatever, but I didn't go through the training when it.
Oh really?
When it
Because we did
opened
the training at like Gawler.
Gawler.
Yeah.
They said I got the job, but then they
No
were
training
already
at all.
training there, and I rang up and I said, "Oh, what's going on?" They're like, "Oh yeah, come in." I'm like, oh, "Okay." So I came in once it started.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
Fuck.
"What's on this? What's on that?" Because I didn't really eat
no
Hungry
idea.
Jack's.
Yeah. No one does. Like,
didn't-
it's got to be the least popular.
All right, number 3. We're going into a bit of brekkie territory.
Yep.
What's on the big brekkie wrap? Comes in.
I actually have no. All right, I'll go egg, sauce, mayo, sausage patty,
What sauce?
barbecue,
Yeah.
sausage patty, bacon, hash brown. There's a hash brown as well.
So what'd you say? Sausage.
Sausage, egg, hash brown, bacon, mayo, barbecue sauce.
I don't think there was mayo on it.
But you sure?
Or maybe I was making it wrong.
I reckon there's mayo on it. I reckon there was mayo on it.
All right, I haven't got mayo here, but we'll look into that one.
Yeah, that's
you can have a half point. I might be wrong.
One for the fans.
Okay, all right.
Send in.
Just if you're right, I never put mayo on a single one that I ever sent out.
I honestly, I like it. Some of the bad times were bad enough that I think I've repressed it. Like, I can only remember like cherry pick
Blocked
the
it
good
out.
times.
All
Yeah.
right. Number 4, the triple angry Whopper.
Oh, that had those little fucking onions. All right, so it's like the same as the Whopper, minus the pickle and the onion, and then it had these little angry onions.
Yes.
Fuck, what else? And then it had like this sauce,
Yes.
special sauce. I can't remember what it's called though. It's like
It used to be
angry sauce.
Angry sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't have that on it these days,
No angry sauce.
but because they had it back then, I'll let you have that. They had one other thing on it.
Onion rings. No, I fucked it.
You want to have a guess? Just it wasn't your side, but just try and think. What was it? What else was in the middle?
Beetroot. No, I don't know.
It's jalapenos.
Oh fuck! Of course, I
They
forgot about
fucking
those
stank as well.
Yeah,
They were in the little
disgusting.
square tub that was
That
sitting
water,
there.
you had to drain them out.
Oh, fuck.
Ugh.
Nah, that's all right. Not too many people got those anyway.
I think this sort of goes to show like how little we cared. Like I actually don't like.
We all had our own ideas on what was on each burger.
What you got on your burger was what you got on your burger.
No wonder people came in throwing burgers back at you.
Just like take it. Don't be so picky.
And the last one. They don't do this burger anymore.
What am I? 1 from fucking 3.
Maybe two. You got cheeseburger. You got
1.5.
And then
we're
maybe
not sure about
we're not sure about the brekkie wrap. Yeah. All right. They don't do this one anymore.
Right.
The Aussie burger.
Oh fuck. This had like everything. Everything you
This
can imagine.
was.
I remember trying to put some of these in the boxes, just the mess that it made.
So we used to wrap this one.
Yeah,
because
and
it
then
didn't
still put it in the box.
because it didn't stay together. And
And
there's a reason it doesn't stay together.
It's the beetroot is the reason. Yeah. So it's all right, we'll go bun, patty, cheese, lettuce, tomato, or beetroot, onion. It's got to be something else, but I've got no idea. Sauce.
One sauce, and then one more item.
Onion rings? Nah. Yeah?
Nah.
Nah.
Missing the bacon.
Bacon. Fuck. Yes.
Aussie.
Aussie as. Yeah, sorry.
No, you did well there. Not too bad, because I thought you were going to stumble on the mayo.
Yeah.
Because there's no mayo on it.
Yeah,
and you didn't say it. That's why it falls apart.
Yes.
Because
you need
you need the mayo on top.
Yeah, because otherwise the beetroot slides away.
Yeah. I used to put mayo on people's Aussie burgers
because
it used to
easier for you.
Used to stick it together.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. 1 out of 5.
Yeah.
Actually,
and like I said, I haven't been able to eat there since
True.
due to dietary reasons. So
True.
This is all off memory. I haven't had
they don't do too many chicken and rice things there.
Plain no garlic.
Have you been there since?
Honestly,
so you wouldn't have been there at all.
Only if like George is getting something like.
Yeah. I noticed you got a.
Yeah, I thought.
You're gonna plug it. You're gonna plug it
at the end. Do you do plugs at the end? George Day PT, everyone sign up.
George Day PT. Is she just doing that out of her places?
Yeah. Yep. 200 meters down the road.
Yeah.
Anglevale, if you're in the area.
Yeah. Don't tell everyone where I live. Fucking hell.
My bad. Exact street.
Yeah. No, I won't. I was gonna. Yeah. No, that was all I had. 5. You got 1 out of 5.
Yeah.
Potentially 2. Potentially 2. While we are doing plugs.
Yes.
I'm going to say you do look good in that shirt. I was going to say this at the start.
Thanks, man.
We are once again dressed by Bogan Apparel. Good new.
Love it.
Do you love the material?
Oh, yeah.
You feeling all right?
Oh, yeah.
So they're new.
Fits well.
We spoke about them last week. New company out of Queensland, and 5% of all profits they make donated to Australian Koala Foundation.
Beautiful.
How good's that?
That is the best. Koala's
They
doing
messaged
it tough
me
lately, actually.
So they got some markets up in Queensland where they go and set up.
Yep.
They messaged me yesterday. They said they had someone come up to the markets and say, "We heard about you on Heaps About Nothing podcast."
Oh.
So
How
it
good is
just
that?
This is
Shout
where
out
we
to the fans.
make dreams happen on this
Yep.
podcast.
That's a koala saved.
No, yeah. If you do not buy a shirt,
Pretty much.
you're killing a koala.
Yeah, you might as well go out and kill one.
While we're talking about fast food,
Yep.
I just it was a perfect opportunity to bring this up, which I saw come across my desk this week.
Yep.
Hit
me.
New survey has revealed Australia's favourite fast food restaurants, right?
Right.
And Australians voted on the greatest tasting hot chip in Australia.
Yeah, okay.
So we've got the top 3 of what people voted.
This is so subjective, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, they've surveyed a lot of people.
Yep.
So
fair.
that's how surveys work.
Yep.
We have elections.
Yep.
They work like that. What would you say? What do you think people's top 3 would be?
I feel like people are going to say KFC, which I disagree with, though.
You're not a big KFC
because,
fan.
well, let me explain my thinking here is KFC, when they're on, best chip.
Yeah.
But how often are they on? You roll the dice. You don't hit too many times.
Can you have KFC chips?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Chips, my go-to little treat.
All right. So then you might. This is up your alley.
So I have
then.
a lot of takes about chips, a lot of hot takes.
All right. So there's a top 3 here. What 3 do you reckon people have voted for?
I reckon people are going to go KFC. Then we'll go, I don't know, McDonald's got to be up there. And then Porto chips aren't bad, but how big are a Porto?
No, not really. There was one that, remember was like 2 shops down from us.
Yeah. That's why I still go there sometimes.
Oh,
Their
really?
chips are actually
I don't
not
think
bad.
I've been there in 10 years.
Their chips are good.
So they're including like some of these quick service restaurants as well. So at number 3,
Lord of Fries or something.
Number 3 is grilled.
I do love a grilled chip.
Do you?
Ask anyone, like, it is actually a bit of a meme how much I love grilled.
Oh, see, I never
love grilled.
I don't know. When I went there was something about the chips, something they put on there I just wasn't into.
They're very herbed,
It's like it's a bit of a rosemary sort of
thick salt as well. You get a bit of
I don't know. But I guess anything's better than the cold Macca's bag chip at the bottom.
Exactly, yeah.
So that's at 65%.
Wow, I'm actually with people there. That'd be in my top
65% of people have said it's a good chip.
Yep, I'm with them.
Number 2, Red Rooster.
Yeah, okay. Right up your alley.
Yeah, well, we did a bit of work for Red Rooster. We do love our Red Rooster here. I think they're underrated.
Honestly, I'm in the I don't know if it's minority actually, if people are voting it second, but I can't say I've been to a Red Rooster like almost ever. I cannot remember going.
We based like 6 weeks of content on the
Yeah,
facts
I know. I was
no one goes to Red.
No one.
So there's only 4 in South Australia.
Yeah, I know where 2 of them are.
Yeah, well, one's like 5 minutes down the road from us.
I can't imagine.
Maybe you should go there this week.
Yeah, I'll try the chips.
But 67% of people saying that that's their favourite trip.
Yeah, right. Well, I have to try them. They're the second best chips in the country.
67% of people say it's a good chip.
A good chip.
Not their favourite because the numbers wouldn't work then.
Yeah.
And number 1, 76% of people saying it's a good chip. That's by a fair amount. It's KFC.
Yeah.
I think personally it's my favourite. I think it's undefeated.
Yeah. Well,
But you can get a bad one on occasions. But you get that everywhere.
On occasions, I don't know about on occasions. It's like it feels like every time.
Which one do you go to?
Well, Curtis Road. It is still.
I think that's regarded as a really bad one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I know the Macca's on Curtis Road is
the
like.
Macca's is shocking.
Like if you go on their reviews, it's like.
Oh, that's gonna be good. Actually, I'm gonna have a look at that because.
I think we did that a few weeks ago.
George got a cheeseburger there once without the patty. That's I feel like something not even you or I could have done.
No, that's something different.
That's quite fundamental to the cheeseburger.
Do you remember when people would come in and ask for a Whopper without the bun?
Yeah.
And then they'd bring their own bread and pass it through the window? That's something you'd do now.
Yeah, well, I have to. But
this is my special
horrible behavior.
This is my special gluten-free bread. But would you even do that though?
No, because you'd have to go through the same toaster. I actually can't understand that thinking. That's just.
And even you just wouldn't eat there, would you? If you couldn't,
you just go somewhere else.
Just cringe. Oh, I've got my own bread.
Yeah, nah. I think once you work in fast food, though, you get to feel like just don't put that on those poor people. They don't want to deal with that shit.
Another category people have voted in: best value for money.
Yep. Okay.
What would you say the top 3?
You know what? I reckon Hungry Jack's was actually up there for value for money. The penny pinchers.
Yeah, I remember when young, you could always go in and get like the $1. Remember they did the $1 barbecue cheeseburgers for so long and stuff like that.
Yep.
And just like the frozen shit.
Yep. That's I think
they were the pioneers of just cheap shit.
Just the cheapest because no one's going there by choice. Like if you're most fast food is in a little precinct, you have 3 or 4 to choose from. You're not picking HJs from goodness value. You going
just because you're a scab, because you're a fucking scab. So you're having HJs in there.
HJ's got to be number 1. Number 2, Macca's. 3, KFC. I've just gone the big 3, but I think that
they're all
scab.
They're all fucking expensive these days, aren't they?
Yes.
So, but you're on the money though. Tied for second is both Macca's and KFC.
Yeah.
60% of people saying it is good value for money.
Yeah.
I went into KFC the other day. I used to get a snack box all the time, or the Go bucket.
Yep.
I changed it to. I remember it used to be $3.50.
Yep.
It was like just a little bit of chips.
Yep.
Popcorn chicken on top.
It's just tiny, doesn't fill you up.
It's $5 now.
Get fucked.
It's fucked.
That's that's ludicrous.
But at number 1,
I wonder what a barbecue cheeseburger would be.
Or $3.50 maybe.
That's so.
I don't know. I don't know.
I couldn't pay that much knowing how they're $1 for so long.
But number 1, you are right. Hungry Jack's.
Yeah.
61%
100%.
of people saying it's best value for money.
Yeah. Their value range on their menu is half their menu.
Yeah. I got to get back there. Now I'm getting hungry talking about this.
Thinking about it.
And the last thing people voted on, best dining experience.
Oh.
So these take into account some of these other
grilled and such.
Yeah, stuff like that. One of them is a bit surprising, but
Really?
what would you say is in the top 3 of this?
All right, we'll go grilled because if people are voting the chips in, they're obviously liking the place.
Yeah, people are liking them.
We'll go grilled. You said something surprising.
One we haven't discussed, and one surprising.
I'm going to say the surprising one. Maybe I sound like a Hungry Jack's fanboy because that's all we've talked about. But remember when they had like the 50 diners sort of thing? Like
yeah, they're doing that
going on.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. Could that have snuck it in there? We'll go that as like number 3, and one we haven't discussed, like a Zambrero's 2.
Lock it in.
Yeah.
All right. Number 3, they've gone Macca's.
Get fucked.
54
Best dining experience.
54% of people have said this is a good dining experience. So 46% of people have never been to Hindley Street Macca's.
Yeah, exactly.
There's piss on the floor. You're going to get punched in the head. Is a disaster.
Like, can you ever think of like being in a Macca's and having a good experience? Like,
No.
dining in.
No,
Like,
no.
Like, in what world?
don't know.
They're filthy.
I don't know.
That's baffled me.
That's just the start.
I'm rattled.
Don't shoot the messenger. Number 2, the one we haven't spoken about, Betty's Burgers.
Yeah.
Have you ever been there before?
No, I've seen it though.
I've been there once before. Not too bad. Just do
It
nice,
looks,
I think American style burgers.
Yep.
Not too bad. Not sure I'd call them a quick service.
No,
quick.
that's a sit down.
I remember once I was there for like 40 minutes. Fucking dogs.
Also like $30 or whatever, surely.
Yeah. And number 1, you're bang on the money. Grilled.
Grilled. Yeah. I love grilled.
You love grilled.
I'm such a grill. It makes me happy. I'm a grilled fanboy.
You're gonna have to come in here wearing your grilled stuff.
Hat, yep.
I don't know. I went there. I've been there a few times. And maybe it's been a while since I've been there.
Yeah.
Because we've spoken about grilled on here before, and I remember I was team anti grilled.
Yeah.
And
I do get a lot of opposition.
I think Jared was pro grilled.
Yeah.
So maybe I have to go back there and try and right some wrongs.
You're big into your running now. It's a very healthy burger. You know?
Yeah.
You can feel good about yourself after eating it.
It'd take a lot to make me feel good about myself, mate.
I get a lot of opposition. Like at work, like, oh, what are we going to have for lunch today? I always throw up grilled.
Yeah.
It's the only option I throw up. And there's a lot of
How many grills do
resistance.
they have here?
Yeah, like 1, 2.
Where's
I reckon. Tea Tree Plaza and the city.
Yeah, I've only been to
So
the
yeah,
city
it's
one.
not exactly close by. You can't pop down there.
Do you know that other burger place on the real greasy one? That Stacks. Have you been
Stacks. Oh yeah,
there? Filthy as.
I've heard of it. That Prospects. That one?
Yeah, they went to that one. I think they just opened one at was it TDP maybe?
Not sure.
I don't know because they followed me on TikTok.
Oh really?
So I thought I'd just pump them. I thought I'd just pump them
Shout
up.
out, yeah, free burgers, please.
Anything else you wanted to say while you're here? Besides pumping up Georgia Day PT.
Yeah, everyone go look after yourselves.
Discount code Heaps about nothing for 10% off.
Yep. Georgia Day 10 at checkout. No, not really. Just thanks for having me. It's been a long time coming.
It has been.
When those checks rock in.
Yeah,
from
when the
sponsors,
check's funny, and I'll cut you.
Remember
I'll cut you a percent.
Where you began.
Yeah, you can keep that stubby holder. Heaps about nothing.
Fuck yeah.
That's worth $10, so be grateful. And also, you can keep the Bogan apparel tee. Although
I wasn't going to take it off.
I don't know. I think it's about to rip. I think it's about to rip off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Next time I'm on, we'll talk movies. Maybe. Throw back to the
the
what
original.
Could have been.
Yeah. It was. Good idea. All right. Cheers for coming in.
No worries. Thanks.
See you soon. Bye.
See you.